It reached heaven. God heard you. He says, but I want to explain to you what happened. Tell your neighbor, say, we're getting ready to see what is happening. Our blessing is leaving from the throne room of heaven, but it has to go through some territory. He says, I was on my way to bring you your blessing, to bring you your answer, to bring you your breakthrough. And the king of Persia withstood me. That means the king of Persia got in a tussle and a fight. I come to tell you that right now, the angel and the devil is fighting over your blessing. And that's why all hell is breaking loose. And it feels like you're about to lose your mind. It feels like you're going crazy. Because right now there's a tussle going on. And the enemy does not want you to get what God has for you. There's a tussle going on. Come here, Dick and Fleming. He began to tell me, do an illustration. Come on, I need one more brother. One more brother, one more brother. Stretch out the line. Stretch out the line. Tell your neighbor, the angels are fighting for us right now. Can't you feel like God's got something with your name on it? Can't you feel like you're in the place of blessing? Just any minute it's getting ready to break. Any minute it's getting ready to unfold. Any minute it's getting ready to happen. That's good. He represents the king of Persia, which is the enemy. He represents Gabriel. In the middle is your blessing. Tell your neighbor, how bad do you want it? Do you want it bad enough to lay your plate down? Do you want it bad enough to stop gossiping? Do you want it bad enough? You ain't gonna help me, to stop complaining. Do you want it bad enough to be joyful? Tell your neighbor, I want it bad. I need you to get on your feet and high five somebody and say, I want this thing. I want it real bad. Your blessing is right here. Tell your neighbor, I'm caught in the middle of my blessing. Sit down for me. This is where many of us are tonight. God has already given us an answer. We're already healed. We already have breakthrough. We already have prosperity. It just hasn't got to us yet. It has to come through some territories. It leaves heaven. It goes into the heavens, the stars, the moon, and the sun. And then Paul talks about the third heaven. Okay? That is the place where we say that Satan is the prince of the air. That's why I'm saying he's under my feet. The devil ain't under your feet. First of all, know who you're dealing with and where he is. Ephesians begins to explain that there are principalities, wickedness in high places. So that means Satan has an organized kingdom in the earth. Now, if we look at, it said the king of Persia, if you really do some study, Persia now is Iraq. The United States is being threatened now by who? Iraq. Such it is in the spirit. Now we are being threatened by the enemy. And the Bible declares that there are principalities, wickedness in high places. It means that they have different authorities. They have generals, privates, soldiers. Oh, you ain't gonna help me. And they're highly organized. But tell your neighbor, say, don't get nervous. The kingdom of God is highly organized too. I know God is peaceful and I know he's lovely. But the children of Israel talk about him being a terrible God. You ain't gonna help me. And tell your neighbor, say, I feel like God is getting ready to work on my behalf and be a terrible trouble, God. He's getting ready to wipe some stuff out. Get rid of some stuff. He's getting ready to prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Somebody say. So the prince of Persia withstood me. Now look at this. This is your blessing. Gabriel's pulling. The king of Persia's pulling. Gabriel's pulling. The king of Persia's pulling. And God looks down and says, my word will not come back void. Y'all ain't ready. Oh, God. He doesn't even get off of his throne. He looks down at Gabriel and say, boy, you better hold on to the blessing because my word will not come back void. I cannot lie. You better hold on, Gabriel. I need you to look at your neighbor and say, God cannot lie. I need you to walk to 3 people and say, he won't lie to you. He won't set you up. He's not playing a joke on you. He's not playing a blooper on you. He didn't bring you through this hell to leave you. He didn't bring you through depression to make you stuck. He didn't bring you through hell and high water to leave. I need you to get up and testify to somebody. He is going to bring me out of this. He is going to deliver me. He cannot lie. Before he lies, heaven and earth will pass away. I need somebody just to celebrate for 1 minute that you know your stuff is on the way, that you know the angels are fighting for you now, you know that they're warring for you now, you know that it's on its way to you now.